Tensions remain high around the Strait of Hormuz, with diplomatic efforts yet to deliver a resolution. The UN Security Council has postponed a vote which was scheduled for today, and this was on authorizing the use of defensive force to protect shipping in the Strait of Hormuz from Iranian attacks. The explanation provided was that the UN recognizes Good Friday as a public holiday, even though this was already known when the vote was initially scheduled. No alternative date for voting on the draft has been announced as of yet. The resolution is drafted by Bahrain with backing from Gulf Arab nations. Reports say the efforts face opposition from veto-wielding members, China, Russia and France. The draft resolution is now in its fourth revision, following weeks of closed-door negotiations. It includes a contentious provision, and this provision would allow member states to act either independently or through multinational naval partnerships. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said that any provocative action by the aggressors and their supporters, including in the UN Security Council, regarding the situation in the Strait of Hormuz will only complicate the situation. Earlier, President Emmanuel Macron said that France considers it unrealistic to reopen the Strait of Hormuz through military action.
There are people who argue for forcibly clearing the Strait of Hormuz through a military operation, a stance that has at times been expressed by the United States of America. I say at times because it has shifted. That has never been the option we have chosen, and we consider it unrealistic. It is unrealistic because it would take an endless amount of time and would expose all those passing through this strait to coastal threats from the Revolutionary Guards.
A UK-led meeting of around 40 countries ended with a strong demand for the immediate and unconditional reopening of the waterway, but without any tangible breakthrough. British Foreign Minister Yvette Cooper said that Iran's actions in the Strait of Hormuz risk holding the global economy hostage and must not be allowed to continue. During the meeting, foreign ministers and representatives explored a range of possible coordinated actions, and the strategic waterway, it's been largely shut since the outbreak of the US-Israel conflict with Iran, severely disrupting global supplies of key commodities, including oil, liquefied natural gas, and fertilizers. The fallout has triggered a sharp surge in global energy prices, and India's Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri underlined the principles of freedom of navigation and unimpeded transit at the gathering. Misri also highlighted the fact that India remains the only country to have lost Marines in attacks on merchant shipping in the Gulf. In a parallel development, Iran has said that it is drafting a peacetime protocol with Oman to regulate maritime traffic through the Strait of Hormuz, and the proposed framework is expected to come into effect after the ongoing conflict ends, setting clear rules for the movement of vessels through the corridor. Iran's Deputy Foreign Minister Qasem Gharibabadi has indicated that the draft is in its final stages internally, after which formal negotiations with Oman are expected to begin. Oman, however, has not confirmed any such talks, though its foreign minister has previously said that the country is working intensively to ensure safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz.